Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing good. In this video I'm going to be talking about the non-farm payroll trade that was taken today, right? So this trade was perfectly executed on the euro Canadian dollar, right? So as you guys can see on my screen right now, I have the euro card charts opened, right? So now let's talk about the non-farm payroll, right? What is the non-farm payroll? So let's go to Google, and then you see that it says that the non-farm payroll is, where is it? Okay, is an unemployment report released monthly, right? Usually on the first Friday of every month, right? So basically we are in the first week of the month, and this is the first Friday of the month, and heavily affects the US dollar, the bond market, and the stock market, right? The main thing is that it affects all the forex market, it affects the stock market and all. So yeah, so let's go back to the chart now, right? Okay, so I took some entries on these euro Canadian dollar earlier today around London session, right? So now guys, we also have news for the Canadian dollar, which occurred today, right? So let's go to Forex factory, right, and see the particular events that occurred. So as you guys can see, we have a red folder on the Canadian dollar, which is basically unemployment rate, right? Unemployment rate, which was released at let me see the time it was actually released. Let me go back. Okay, good. Sorry, I just wanted to check if the timing is correct. It says 8:30 a.m. and it wasn't 8:30 a.m. I don't know, for some reason. Oh, okay. I see. I need to change to my time zone. So let me just save these. All right, then go back to the calendar now. Good. All right, so today is August 5th, right? As you guys can see, the unemployment rate and the employment change on Canadian dollar was to be released at 1:30 p.m. So when the news was released, let's see what the statistics was like. So I'm gonna go to the labor force survey in Canada. So if you guys look at what they say here, they say employment was little change, minus 31,000 in July, and the unemployment rate was unchanged at 4.9%. Employment declined among older and core age. The main keyword here is basically declined, right? Then you see a decrease in the number of employees working in the was tempered by a gain among self-employed workers. Fewer people were working in Ontario and Prince Edward Island, while employment was little changed in all other provinces, right? Now look at this. Unemployment rate remains at record low, right? The unemployment rate held steady at 4.9%, guys, which is what they said earlier here, right? The unemployment rate was unchanged at 4.9%. Right now let's go back down here and continue reading. Matching the historic low reached in June, right? They adjusted the unemployment rate, which includes people who were not in the labor force but wanted to work, remain at 6.8%, also matching its record low, right? Long-term unemployment dropped, right? This is another keyword, dropped 23,000 to in July, which means that the rate at which people are unemployed in the country is what is low, and that is good for the currency, right? It's good for for the Canadian dollar, isn't it? So guys, let's go back to the price chart now. So here we have the price chart. Yeah, we have the price chart here. Now guys, watch this. So this is just the only reason why I took this trade, to be honest. Like, I knew there was news earlier, but I knew there was news at 1 p.m. but I took my entry before that time, right? I took my trade before that time, but there was a little bit of slowdown in price. The volume was quite low, you know. There was a little bit of consolidation in anticipation for the news that was supposed to be released, right? And that is expected when it comes to NFP. So yeah, so let me show you the technical analysis behind this particular trade, right? So I'm just going to grab my brush tool. So guys, watch this. What do you guys see here? This is a trend line. If you don't know about the trend line, then I'm sorry for you. This is called a trend line. So as you guys can see, so now I want to say something when it comes to trend line, right? I know some people, they always say that, oh, trend line does not work, you know, it's not a consistent strategy to be used in trading, it doesn't work in trading, yada yada. Nah, it shows that you're not using it right. That's just it. That's just it. My analysis on this trade was just as simple as anything. You need to be very, very simple when it comes to your analysis. You need to make sure that you are not complicating things. All right, you need to make sure that your analysis is as simple as possible. You know, you don't give names up and down and yada yada. No, just use your eyes to look at the price charts, naked charts, right? You don't need to, you know, make the whole thing complicated, make your whole chart complicated, and you know. So if you look at what's going on here, we have a trend line that is formed, right? We have a trend line that has been formed. We have the first touch on the trend line, we have the second touch on the trend line, right? This is the first touch, the second touch, right? This one almost touched, but it did not get to the trend line. This one too did not get there, but this got there. So I knew that when the price taps on the third time on the trend line, there's gonna be a reaction, isn't it? That's just it. There's gonna be a reaction. As you guys can see, immediately the price tap onto the trend line, there was a reaction. So now let me play the price. Let's go to a lower time frame to show you guys the power it is. So if you say trend line don't work, that means you're not using it the right way. To be honest, you know, you gotta have so many tools in your tool bag when it comes to trading. I use the trend line a lot, right? So this is one of my basic strategy. You know, you know how to use a trend line. If you don't know how to use it, then you learn it. You it's not just how to use it, but being able to use it the right way. So guys, watch this. Let's go to the 10 minutes and then I'll play the price, right? So let's play the price and see what happened. Okay, we're starting to drop. Boom, there was a long candlestick. Yeah, this was when the news was released. So what does this mean for currency, right? That card unemployment rate, it means that card pairs are going to be strong, right? It means card pairs are going to be strong, and the ones not the ones combined, the ones paired with the card are going to be weak. So let me show you guys what I said in my Telegram channel here. So this is what I said in my Telegram channel. Let me show you guys. Okay, so I said that before the news at 10:52 a.m. I said that I'm expecting a strong card for NFP, which means XXX card should sell hard, right? And that's exactly what occurred in the market, right? As you guys can see, the Canadian dollar was very strong. So let me show you. So guys, as you guys see, then we're moving slowly in profit. Boom, 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 in profit. Then you see TP get it. Yeah, so yeah, TP got it here, right? And consolidation, yada yada. So yeah, just a very simple, simple trade setup right there. And let me show you guys the card pairs. Let me show you what happened on the card pair. The card pair were really strong. As you guys can see, huge candlesticks on the card pair. You can see this huge volume, right? Card was very strong. This was at the same time the news was released. You can see the card JPY buying. Then let's look at card CHF. You can see as well it bought, card was really strong. And then the XXX card pairs were basically all selling. G card, boom, sold. Which other card pair? NZD card. I took an entry on NZD card today as well. dip in profit too, you know. So let's look at USD CAD now. I'm going to tell you the reason why USD CAD did not sell. The reason why USD CAD did not sell is that the USD also had its own news that was being released at the same time. At the same time, you can see non-farm employment change, unemployment. You see, the USD also had unemployment rate. And now let's go back to the charts. As you guys can see, the USD is paired to the CAD, so which means that this is a strong battle, a very strong battle. It's a war. So between the Canadian dollar and the US dollar, who is going to be stronger, right? That's just it. Who is going to win the battle? So that's the reason why the USD CAD happened to be bullish, because the USD was very strong at the time the news was released. You can see the sentiment right here, bullish sentiment, very strong volume, huge volatility, huge candlestick. Let's look at other USD. You see, the USD was strong at the time, which means that the USD was stronger than the CAD. Now, keep in mind that this does not affect other CAD pairs, right? Because other CAD pairs are being measured based on how strong they are, right, than the CAD. As you guys can see, the CAD outweighed all these other guys, the G CAD, the